Hello everybody and welcome to our weekly take-home crafts. This week we're going to do some origami. So in your kit you're going to get 4 pieces of paper, which actually means we're going to do 3 different crafts or 3 different creations. The first, we're going to make a paper cup, because you should always know how to make a paper cup just in case. You never know when this is going to come in handy. We're going to make a penguin friend, and if you have googly eyes, which I don't, but you could put googly eyes on him to make him extra silly. Now, the nice thing about the penguin is that he stands up pretty well on his own. So that'll be a good one. And then we have our little foxy friend. This is a tough one. You're warned. This is going to be the one that's going to take us a few minutes to figure out. It took me probably about 5 different tries before I finally worked it out, because there are no good videos of it. Now, I will say, if you enjoy doing these or if you need more help, 1, you're already on our website, so you're going to be able to watch the video, but 2, you can go to the library's Pinterest page and look at all the different videos I've saved on there. I made a page specifically for the origami, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, take the salmon colored piece of paper, and it's easier if you leave it's going to be diagonal, or it's going to be a diamond with one point toward you. First thing you're going to do is fold it in half to make a triangle. Now this cup is about the easiest thing you can make. Easier than a boat, easier than an airplane, because we're already about halfway done. I'm going to take this corner and fold it across, and I might work it around so it makes kind of an equilateral triangle up here, but mostly, and this is the important thing, this is going across. Then I'm going to take this guy and I'm folding this one across as well, so it lines up with the first tab and it ends where the point for the first tab goes. Now you see we've got this nice little this shape. I'm going to take one flap and fold it down. I'm going to flip it the other way, and I'm going to pull that guy down, and just like that you have a little cup for treats. For water, I've actually had to use a cup like this for water when out and about, because there was a huge line at the water fountain and I needed a little more than this. I will say normal paper gets soggy real quick, but it's still better than nothing, okay? And I would not advise using newsprint for this. Definitely stick with computer paper or magazine paper or something like that. Okay, so that's a little cup. Super easy, super cute. Okay, the next, we're gonna make a penguin. Now, sometimes you'll find paper that is two-toned, so it's, one color on one side and one color on the other. We don't have that. However, we do have this origami paper. It is very fine, so putting it together is actually super easy. I'm gonna put it so the black is on top, and then I'm gonna fold corner to corner this way. Actually, it doesn't even matter, because as long as we put it, we're folding it this way. And then I'm going to take it from this corner down about an inch, inch and a half. And I want to be very careful up at this point. I want to do my best to make that a nice sharp point, because that's going to be his beak. Okay, so I want it to look very nice at the end. And you'll see on mine, it's a little wonky up here at the end. It's because it's very hard. This is a very hard corner to fold. You're gonna fold one, and you're gonna flip it. Fold the other so it lines up and matches. You don't want him to be an uneven penguin. You want him to be a normal penguin. Okay. See, and even this, not perfect, that's okay. Now, I will say origami, unlike a lot of the projects we've done, this one is actually a lot more science than art. It helps to get things as exact as possible. All right, I'm gonna keep his wings folded in, And I'm going to fold, we're going to make his tail. Now I'm going to use the lines on the penguin and the tail to keep everything lined up and square. That way he's going to sit evenly on his butt. I'm going to flip him over, and I'm going to pull this down to make a head. Now, he can have a little tiny head, he can have a great big head. It's up to you. I'm giving him probably what I would consider a medium. Okay, pick him up. We're going to kind of fold him back a little bit on himself, so his nose comes forward, and just like that, he stands up. So it's very exciting. He's a cute little penguin. I've got a whole army of these guys marching around my desk. All right, now the fox. Take your orange piece of paper. This is like a deeper rust orange. This is the tricky one. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fold corner to corner as close to exact as possible, okay? Open it one way, and then we're gonna fold it the other way, okay? Once we've done that, I'm going to fold this corner like this. So we're gonna be turning our triangle into a square or a diamond, depending on how you look at it, okay? Because we're gonna do the same over here. Now I like giving myself just a little tiny bit of room around that crease because this is gonna be folded along this middle crease. Okay, so I've got the open part up. I'm gonna flip him. I've got the most closed corner toward me. I've got the most open corner away. And I'm gonna pull this guy down because this is gonna be his face. This little triangle guy is gonna be his face. Okay, and you can see these are gonna be the ears, right? I'm gonna fold it up like a taco with his face inside. You see, he's a little taco face. Now, because I know these guys are the ears, the most open side of all of this is facing toward me. And I'm gonna make a crease from this corner up to here. How do I know where here is? That is where the face fold is, okay? So it goes from this corner all the way up to here. I'm gonna flip him and I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull his ears open. We're looking at him, he's still looking weird, so I'm going to fold this. I'm not doing like a full crease on this. And I found this is the best way to get him to stand up. He has a little bit of trouble. You kind of have to finagle him around a little bit to get him to stand up. But this, now, okay, so this is what happened. So his face was folded down here, and I just gave a light crease to the top part. Think of this as the back of his head. I'm gonna pull his nose out, and I can fold him down a little bit. So his nose comes out, he still has a nice little square face. And what I found is if I fold him back a little bit like this, he tends to stay together a little bit better. He still might do this, he might come apart, that's okay. If you're sneaky, you can also use a little tape pillow and put down in there. I kind of like just fiddling around with him until he decides he's going to stay together. Okay, come back here. This is going to be his tail, or the stand that's going to allow him to sit. So it's going to be folded over so it's flat with the bottom. And then I'll show you. So he stands up, his ears stay behind his head, which I really like. And I have my magic marker. If I want to give him a little face, we can give him a little face. You do not have to. This part is optional. And it is not going to be perfect, and that is okay. He's still very cute. What did we talk about last time? Nature is never perfect. So, since my last guy had little blinky eyes, this guy is wide awake. No, his eyes aren't equal. Neither are yours, probably. Yours are probably a lot better than his, but I tried. And he is super cute. He's a little bit derpy, which we love when you're looking at animals. Okay, but he stands up really nicely. Now this is the one that there weren't a lot of really good videos. So this is gonna be, as far as I know, the first video on how to make the fox. If you need to, stop, rewind, and just match as you go. That's how I did a lot of the tutorials, trying to find something that was nice. Okay, so you've got your little fox, you have your penguin, and you have a cup to bring them water. All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you next week.